And welcome back to the channel, guys. Hey, my name is Will, and it's time for another weekly update on DC Supervillains. Been playing the Lego edition the last couple of weeks. If you're new to the channel, hey, thanks for coming. I'm no expert by any stretch of the imagination when we play these games, so if you have any suggestions while I'm playing, hey, please leave them down in the comments. And, of course, please like and subscribe to the channel. This video, we're just going to do like 3 side quests. I've finished all of the video, or I've finished all of the game so far. Now we're just basically in free play trying to get 100%. I'm probably at about 46% right now, and just got tired of going back and replaying, so I just want to do some of the side stuff in Gotham City right now. And right now we're going to be going after... It's another gold brick. Basically, we're going to get about 3 or 4 gold bricks in this video, and we're doing one of the side quests right now in which we're trying to go and destroy a flower from Poison Ivy. Apparently, Vertigo doesn't like Poison Ivy too much, and so that's what we're doing right now. We're on that quest here, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to take a little side quest right now. I happened to see this one when we were fighting the cactus people. I know, they come up with anything in this game, but anyway, I switch over to Ultraman here and get through the door and go down the stairs here, and which we're actually, ironically enough, going to need Poison Ivy here in just a second to help open up where the gold brick is as we get down here. You need Scarecrow for the light for a second, and then once we get over here, this is where we're going to need Poison Ivy to kind of move these vines out of the way.
Poison Ivy.
There she is. And ironically enough, we're out to basically destroy one of her plants, and she's here to help us now to get a gold brick. Eventually, if you need any help, you always hit the L3 button, and it will always kind of tell you what you need to do, just in case. So I kind of did that just to show you guys, hey, that's what's up. But basically, this is pretty easy. You just go to the left until you say you're done, and then you go the opposite way, the right and the left, I guess you can say, and then eventually this will blow this thing wide open, and then you'll need the Joker coming up next. Him or Harley Quinn, as always, will spray paint and blow up everything that's there.
Joker's back to brighten up all your miserable lives.
Love Mark Hamill as the Joker. Best Joker, in my opinion, period. Speaking of, have you seen the new Joker movie yet? I know my oldest son went and saw it, and he says it's a rough ride. And then the last 30 minutes of the movie where everything kind of breaks loose. All right, anyway, hey, there was a little treasure chest back there, and we were able to get our gold brick. Had nothing to do with the quest in which we were on, so we're going to go jump back in to do that right now. As you can see, the indicator is telling us to go back and go rejoin Vertigo and finish up this side quest right here. But Joker, I definitely want to hear your thoughts on that one. If you've seen the movie, let us know. Hey, if you liked it or not. A lot of people, it's either a like it or you hate it movie. There's not too much in between. Can't wait to actually be able to go to the movie theaters and check that out. More cactus people appear here. And for whatever reason, the first time I ran through this level, I actually had to replay this level because these cactus people weren't pulling up. They just kind of let us run through this bridge real fast. And when we got to the very end of it where you're supposed to destroy the flower, nothing happened. The game kind of froze. So I guess just take your time going over the bridge here, and you'll be able to finish up this quest. We're going to have another round of cactus people, and then they bring out, as they call, the heavy guns, the mushroom people. I was going to say the marshmallow people, but this isn't Ghostbusters, is it?
They brought the big guns. She must really like this flower.
The mushroom people are throwing mushrooms at you. I guess that's supposed to hurt. I'm not sure, but they have some kind of magical powers.
This ivy.
Shrooms. Maybe. This does take a second. I guess you could probably just go ahead and destroy the flower if you really wanted to right off the bat, but I'm just trying to get as many coins as I can. And those power-ups, it's now at an 8, so that's always a good thing. The more people you can beat up, the higher that counter goes up. That's always a great thing, especially when you're getting the blue and the purple ones. All right, so there is the flower up here. Now, it took me a second to figure out. Ended up jumping up there here in just a second. once I figured out what to do. So in here I thought I was done, but actually I wasn't. You can sort of see it right there. It's kind of camouflaged, and it took me a second to go, oh, okay, there's more here. And I even walked by it a couple of times until I figured out, oh, okay, there must be something I didn't destroy up here. Yeah, not the sign. Like I told you, I am not an expert at this on any level. So, again, if you see me missing something in the game, yeah, just, say, hey, you missed so-and-so at so-and-so time. So this way I can go back and finish things up. And now I've kind of figured it out and went, oh, okay. So there we go.
I, Count Vertigo, the center of the storm-tossed ocean, am not to be trifled with. Now then, off you go. I'm done with you for... Thank you! Thank you! I accept...
Alright, so we end up unlocking Count Vertigo here. And that wraps up this side quest right here. We're going to go jump in and go do something else here in just a second. There's two other side quests we end up doing in this video. Best Joker of all time. My money's on Mark Hamill. Although Heath Ledger was just amazing as far as the Joker goes. All right, on the map it tells you a bunch of different places that you can go, and with the little speech stuff that you see there, those are your side quests there. And every time you seem to do a side quest and finish it up, new ones open up.
Serve us, huh? Says I look like a clown, huh? Who does he think he is? Feel like helping me get even with this stupid diner? They won't serve us because they say clowns only cause trouble. That's blatant clown discrimination. Disclownmination. I just saw one of those fancy food critics heading inside. I say now's a good time to cause a little trouble.
Alright, so we're going to go help this guy. Go into a restaurant and just kind of destroy it here for a second. It's weird. I have a couple of these in this video where it was basically going in and wiping out different restaurants.
Yes, we'll see, won't we?
So in this one, you got to sabotage 3 separate things in order to get, I guess our gold brick is what we ended up doing. Here we're going to need live wire. Anytime you see any kind of electrical thing, it's typically live wire you want to go grab. There's some other characters in there that you can definitely use. But live wire is my go-to. So we end up messing up this guy's oven. Poor guy. All he's trying to do is just make a living, and he's just made, I guess, kind of the mafia mad, so to speak.
That's why you ought to stay fresh, chef.
He's a little petty out there. That's all I'm going to say. So we got to do 2 other things here. And one is this one right here. You end up basically destroying this poor guy's signature dish that the food critic who is sitting over there is waiting to try, because this is the grand opening of this restaurant.
That's going to taste just yummy, I bet.
This dude's so petty out there.
Ugh, these flavors are disgusting. What have you done to this food?
Preposterous.
This poor guy goes and feeds his food critic, and
what could be so disgusting about it?
she says it's the worst thing ever. Alright, and one final thing to finish up this side quest is we'll get the Joker here and pull this thing right out of the wall. And this will destroy the air conditioning or the fans up top, which makes the food critic a little bit warm while she's trying to eat her disgusting meal in this broken down restaurant.
It's awfully hot in here. Do you even have a functioning air conditioner?
My review, a laughable 1 star. Good work, buddy. Here's your tip for helping me out. Catch you around.
Alright, and that was an easy way to get another gold brick. And I think that's going to be making around 70-something that I have so far. And we've got a long way to go with getting all the gold bricks in this game. Gotham and Metropolis is so spread out, and all the side quests just pop up as you finish other side quests, so you don't really know how many there is. I'm sure there's a guide somewhere at this point on this game on how many side quests there are, but there seems to be 8 trillion of them. And I haven't finished the storyline either, so... Well, I finished the storyline, but not in free play yet, so that's kind of where we're at.
Food is good 24.
We'll do our third one here.
Last night was the
Little
grand
side
opening
quest.
of my new restaurant with condiments to the chef. But you would not believe the nerve of the critics who showed up, and might I add, technically I've given up my life of crime. But this is a matter of honor. Those snooty reviewers need to know that when you play with hot sauce, you get burned. Let's put the squeeze on these Betty pundits. You know, like how you have to squeeze plastic bottles.
Apparently in Gotham, and if you're an ex-criminal, opening at a restaurant is a thing. So this is 2 side quests in a row where you're mad at the reviewers, and then you're trying to close down an actual shop. So that's kind of what we're doing here. We actually end up fighting the reviewers.
Italian cuisine is the authentic taste of the hidden valleys of the Dolomite.
I'm not sure that the reviewers deserve the beatdown from Ultraman and Mr. Condiment Man here, but we end up having to fight a few of these guys
The best thing to do would be
in order to unlock Mr. Condiment Man, which I didn't know that was an actual superhero or villain, but apparently it is. It's a thing. Can't wait for the spin-off movie there.
We gave it 1 spoon out of 10 at the Gazette. What did you give it?
All right, so again,
phone call to the health
we have a few more of these guys to
Now I
go.
have 2 problems to deal with. You selfish freeloaders.
Now we're beating up reporters, so it seems quite, a little over the top here, but if it gets me another character unlocked, I guess that's a good thing, right? All right, we have a few more steps to take here, and we'll be all done with beating up the critics, I guess. I do like playing Ultraman just for the mere fact he's easier to deal with than some of the other characters, especially when you're switching out. Like if you're Superman, you got to go and it transforms to Clark Kent, and then you got to keep holding the triangle button, and it's just it's an extra 2 or 3 steps. And even with your custom character, it's kind of like that because it makes you grow, you grow bigger or smaller when you hit the triangle button. So Ultraman just seems to kind of fit the bill for the most part. Apparently, Mr. Condiment Man does not believe at all in tipping his wait staff, which may be the problem why his restaurant was never a big success. Just a guess. Always tip those waiters and waitresses, man. They work hard for a living.
It was terrible. I gave it 3 stars out of 5 online.
Aha! Food is good 24.
These should be the last 3 that we got to fight, and then we'll unlock Mr.
And my condiments.
Mr. Ketchup Mayo Ranch Dressing Dude.
That'll show 'em. And if they think never change your na 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 Ultraman. It's my theme song now.
You actually have to buy this guy. You unlock him, but you even have to buy him. It's like $150,000. I'm not sure what he does. I haven't actually played with him yet, but it better be good. I'm hoping he squirts like mustard and ketchup over people. Final one we're going to play here in the side quest, and this one you actually have to create another customizable character for you.
Swiftly now, not a moment.
This island is good for
This one, to be very honest, I had to do a little bit of editing on the video because it would have just been too long. Was a little bit confusing as far as once you got here and ended up making your character, it was a little misleading with that little purple button there as far as where you had to go and when you had to go. Whenever you make your character in this, in which it does show you step by step as far as what you had to do as far as making this character in order to get in your disguise, and I'll show you here in just a second on how you do it. That was pretty basic, and that was pretty easy, but it was after the fact that you made your character where it got a little bit iffy as far as the instructions on what you really had to do. So here's where you're going to make, this is obviously where you made your first character when you first started the game, and this one's going to walk you through it. And if you look at the screen, it shakes and it kind of shows you which ones you have to go and choose. And what you're looking for is the League of Shadows Ninja with the hat as well as the outfit, if that helps you at all. And as you can see here, I was even going, okay, well, what do we need to do next? And then I kind of figured it out as we went along here, but you had to keep kind of going down to open this thing up and pick the right one. I figure it out eventually. Okay, here we go. And there's the other one. And so now you're all set up as far as that's the only disguise you really need. And you're going to save this thing down and then jump right back into the story, which was going on. It will ask you what you want to do here. And obviously you want to go ahead and jump back in and save your character. And that's character custom number 7, I think it is. So here's where it got weird. It kept telling you to go backwards. What you really needed to do is leave. So I'm not sure why I kept telling you to do that, but anyway, you just leave here after you make your character and you're good to go. What you're going to do is you're going to fly back to where you originally met the dude, and you're going to continue on with your quest. And even here, I still wasn't real sure, and now it's finally showing you, oh, okay, now you got to go back. So I'm going to transform into Ultraman once again and make my way back into Gotham and go finish up this other side quest here. And we're going to go back to where we highlighted. Like I said, as always, if you see something that I don't see when we're playing, hey, leave it down in the comments below so I can go back and finish it up and pick up where we left off. And like I said, I'm not an expert by any stretch of the imagination. This is just fun. Make some videos, just have some fun, chat with you guys, meet some new people who are much better at this game than I am. And it's always a good time playing the DC supervillains. I like all the Lego games, to be honest with you. So, all right, so we're back. We're going to go chat with them here in just a second. See, you can even see it's still telling you to go all the way back to where we just made our character. And that's where it's very deceiving, so don't let that mess with you too much. And now we're back. Now just change back into your character that you just made and walk up and it will continue.
A little rough around the edges, but this isn't a catwalk. The Court of Owls is in session. You know what must be done, correct? No more words. Get into your talent suit. We must take Gotham.
My dude, for whatever reason, doesn't run well. I don't know if I just didn't set that up, but he kind of glides like Lex Luthor does without the flames coming out the bottom of his feet. So I don't know what that's about, but anyway. What we're going to end up doing is unlocking the guy that's guiding us right now, and he's kind of cool. He ends up, once you unlock him, you got to buy him after the fact, and he has an owl that flies him around everywhere, which is kind of neat.
All we need to do is spoil the restaurant's food.
This one's pretty self-explanatory. They're looking for a way into this building, and just switch into the Joker here, and you can unlock that. Just basically pull that lever right on off,
I don't believe this is the
what you're going to do is
correct
build
path.
this little
Unless
thing right here, which is connected to some fireworks that ends up blowing the side of the building out. And it lights it up. As you can see, the fuse is going, and boom. And we are done with that. It is just that simple. Now you get to unlock this guy. He's pretty cool, to be quite honest with you, when you do eventually go by him. And he does have his little owl, and he flies him around. And it's a pretty cool storyline. If you know anything about Batman, he was a neat little story in Batman as Talon. So, but anyway, hey guys, thanks so much for watching. As I said, please subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate you watching, and we'll do this again real soon. We'll put out another video next week. See you then.